We are live. Hi guys. Thank you for joining in. We're live and we are talking about we are live and we're talking about LSSC, the critical questions that they've refused to answer. Yeah, that's what we're talking about today. Welcome. Make sure you drop a comment. Make sure you drop a comment. Let's know where you're watching from, guys. Let's know where you are watching from. Not cool with this background image. Yeah, guys, drop a comment. Let's know where you're watching from. Okay? Drop a comment, guys. Let's know where you're watching from. The 4 critical questions that they have refused to answer, the LLSC guys. Let's explore the 4 questions. So just drop a comment. I'll be in the comments to see what you all think about this company and their promises. Let's know if you're currently already doing business with this company, and share your experience in the chat. This is our first live on the project, so we'll be making some videos asking for critical questions about them, and no one seems to have the answer to the questions we are asking. Okay, for example, who is the founder and CEO of the company? Why is the MLM structure not explicitly stated on the website? And why only crypto payments, as well as the app, not available on the Play Store or the App Store? So those are the critical questions we are asking. Thank you all for joining. Those who are joining, thank you all for joining. We're going to flash the questions now as the background. So get ready, guys. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. So please comment where you're watching from so that we can interact. Yes. Drop a comment on where you're watching from and let's interact, guys. Where are you streaming from? Let me see those that are in the chats already. Yeah, and actually the video, so let me see those that are in the chat already. So guys, drop your comments and let's roll. The 4 questions we are asking. Welcome to the channel. Welcome everyone. Is LSSC a scam? That's what we are asking, and we are not getting any satisfactory response to the questions. So we don't know what to make of it, and we are drawing your attention, especially those who want to invest. Okay, especially those who want to invest in the project. So thank you all for joining the live. Drop your opinion and let's see what we can do. Who is on the live call? Let's see. Who is on the live call? Four people on the live right now. Who else is on the live? Thank you guys. Thank you for joining. We appreciate. I really, really appreciate. My people, yes, more people joining the live right now. We just have to quick. More people joining. Thank you all for joining. Really, really appreciate. And yeah, guys. So what do you think? Is LLSC a scam? Let's discuss this company right now. So we have several people going about promoting the company, but a lot of them are failing to answer the questions we are asking. A lot of them, they fail to answer the questions we are asking. Guys, make sure you tell us where you're watching from so we can have a productive conversation. Okay? So let's go, let's go, let's go. Tired of seeing people get scammed every time. So if you have anyone already involved with this company, let us know. Let us know what you think. That's what we're talking about today. Is LSSC scam? Is LLSC a scam? Thank you everyone for joining the live. And if you know you have any other project that you want us to talk about, please let us know in the comments. You can drop a comment about the project, and we'll try our best to investigate the project, and of course give you tell you the things that a lot of the project promoters don't tell you. So a lot of them hide the vital and crucial details from you all. They don't want you to know this, but here we are exposing them, and we won't stop. We keep exposing them until we get rid of these platforms that keep scamming innocent victims. Okay, so we're going to have to join forces together, guys. But first, drop a comment where you're watching from. So we've seen a lot of people who say they have a family friend or one of their friends or colleague has been putting pressure on them, mounting a lot of pressure on them to join. And right now we're going live so we can take your questions and explain this thing in a way that everyone can understand. Okay? So it's more of a question and answer session. If you have anyone already doing it, please invite them to join the live, and let's explain it in a way everyone can understand what we are talking about. Okay? So that's the goal. That's the goal. So if you've got a question for me, if you've got a question for any of the team members here, just drop it in the chats and we will respond to your questions, guys. We'll respond to your questions. So our topic is talking about LSSC. Is it a scam? Is LSSC a scam? Lightning Shared Scooter Company. Is it a scam? Lightning Shared Scooter Company. Is it legit or is it a scam? That is what we are talking about. And I'm simply here to hear from you, take your questions, get your feedback, and let's take it from there. So, if you know you're on the live, make sure you comment, because we will definitely be picking some persons who engage and rewarding you. So make sure you comment and make sure you share the video. So keep asking us your questions. Ask your questions. Let's see what you've got for us. Hit us with your best shots. Ask your questions, guys, and let's see what you've got for us tonight. Jace Maxwell, how you doing? How are you, Jace? Hello, Jace. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. We're discussing this company. We're talking about this company, and of course, this is live, so people can ask their questions, and we can trash out some of the issues we have with the company once and for all. That's what we're doing today. So welcome. make sure you share the video so that other people can see it. So thank you for joining in. If you have questions regarding LSSC, or you have any other platform, you know what we do here already, so everyone should be familiar with what we do here. Of course, try to ensure that people, especially the innocent people out there, don't fall for these scam platforms. So we checkmate everything they do. We help you ask the right questions before you invest. It's as simple as that. Help you ask the right questions before you invest. So LSSC is Lightning Shared Scooter Company, and the company claims to be in the scooter rental business, and then they invite users or investors to kind of buy some package, and then they are able to make money from the rental income. But the question we are asking about this company is how true or how legitimate is the company. That's the question we are asking. And no one seems to give us the right answers. Because the reason we are going live, we're seeing a lot of comments on the videos. We're seeing that the promoters are not relenting on their promotion efforts, promotion strategies, promotion tactics. They're not relenting. They're going live every day, and they're not giving adequate response to the questions we are asking. So this is a red flag and a cause for concern, right? And now we are asking the same questions live, and we are hoping that the live video gets to some of the promoters and they can answer these questions. But we don't think they have the answers to these questions, right? So we honestly do not think they have the answers to these questions. So if you as a company say you have the first red flag about this company is that a lot of the promoters tend to push the MSB registration of this company as proof of legitimacy, which is absurd to say the least. It's clearly written on the MSB website that an MSB registration is not proof of legitimacy. In fact, the companies that we've actually warned people about on this platform had MSB registration. We started talking about the CBEX fraud months before they crashed, and they had a valid MSB registration, right? And they ended up going away with over $1 billion. The same thing with a whole lot of other scams. I don't know why people are forgetting MTFE so soon. I don't know why people are forgetting like a whole lot of companies that had this MSB registration, right? The same thing we told the ADK guys that look, even when your company has MSB registration is not proof of legitimacy, and you can lose your money even to companies that are duly registered with MSB. You can. So we're warning people, and here are aside that registration thing that they try to push as proof of legitimacy, we're talking about 4 things that these LSSC guys refuse to answer. They fail to answer these four questions that we are asking. Number 1, there is no mention of the company CEO and founder anywhere on their website or their social media platforms. No mention of any CEO or founder. So we are dealing with a faceless company, and we are asking this question, and the biggest promoters of this platform have chosen to remain silent or pay deaf ears to the questions we are asking, and yet they want us to just, go with the flow and just tell you guys on this platform that, I mean, LSSC is fine. No, we're asking the questions, and if you don't get the answers to the questions that we're asking, do not invest. That's what we're saying, right? Who is the founder and CEO? That's one. Then number two, for a company that say they make money from scooter rentals, you want to ask yourself, why the heavy dependence on multi-level marketing? Why the heavy dependence on multi-level marketing? And why do I call it heavy dependence? Because the multi-level marketing structure of this LSSC company is hidden. It's not open. It's not on the website. And the promoters do not explicitly tell you that you are required to invite people, and without that there is a penalty for not inviting people within a specific time frame. The biggest promoters hide this fact from the prospects. Prospective investors are not aware, and we are saying all these things. So that's the second point we are making, right? Now the third point we are also making is the fact that cryptocurrency is largely untraceable. And if you are working with cryptocurrency, those of you who are familiar with crypto, you will agree that it's very difficult to trace. That is why the EFCC is finding a hard time recovering, funds for CBEX victims. Even though we gave a lot of warning on that platform before the scammers struck and took away over $1 billion. We gave a lot of warning, right? And the reason why the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission is finding it hard to get that funds back is just because it's crypto, right? Crypto is largely untraceable. Everyone should know this. So we are saying this, and the so-called promoters of these platforms are paying deaf ears. They're acting like they're not listening to what we are saying, and this is a red flag. At times they just come they just try to pass it off as a joke or something. No, we're not here to joke. We're actually here to save real people from losing real hard-earned money. We've done a lot on this platform. Some people watch these videos and they end up not investing in the platform, which is lovely. Okay, which is lovely. Coming, have to. So guys, please, if you have any questions, any question regarding this LSSC, please please ask. Lightning Shared Scooter Company. Please ask. Yes. So yeah. So the fourth question that we're asking is the fact that we are seeing a pattern where a lot of these apps that end up scamming people are not available on the Play Store or App Store. And of course, this is we believe that this is purposely done to evade scrutiny from these platforms like Google Play Store and the App Store. We are almost certain that this is done purposely to evade the scrutiny that comes with publishing your apps on these platforms, right? And we're asking these 4 questions. Now we are open to responses. Anyone who is already either who has already invested in LSSC and claims to have made any money can answer the 4 questions. Maxine Ajot, please, what should one do if he has deposited into this platform? Okay, so Maxine, your question is very valid, and we'll answer your question like this. So if you have deposited money into this particular platform and you are asking these questions and you are not getting any satisfactory response, let me go over the 4 questions you need to ask again, because we have been asking these questions and we are not getting any satisfactory response. Number one, who is the founder and CEO of this company that you want me to invest my money in? There is no response. We have gone as far as communicating with the official support team via Telegram, and they refuse to give that information. So imagine someone is telling you to bring your money, but the person is wearing a mask, right? That's what we are seeing. That's what is happening. That's a red flag. Number two, you want to ask the question of, please, the MLM structure. Are you telling me that if I don't bring people, my money is still safe and I will not be removed from the program? All the juicy benefits you promised me, can you reassure me that even if I cannot find people to join this your program? Because once a program depends heavily on multi-level marketing, that's a red flag. It means they are not being honest about how they are making the money. Okay, and we all know that a Ponzi scheme pays the new investors with old investor money. The reason I'm reiterating the questions is so that you will go and ask the questions again. Then number 4, why is this app that we are using not available on the App Store or Play Store? Are you guys trying to evade scrutiny from these app platforms? So that's another question, right? Then number 5, why is it only crypto you accept for payment? Because it's untraceable. So now, if you have already deposited your money into this platform, there is, I cannot guarantee this, but again, looking at how things are unfolding, if you have just deposited, and that's why we are heavy on this, if you have just deposited, there is a high probability that you will be able to recover your money or get paid. and that depends on the sustainability model of the platform, because the platform is currently sustained by recruits. That is the current investors' ability to bring new people to join the platform. So if all the current investors decide to stop bringing new people, that platform is going to crash. And that's what we are seeing. So what I'm seeing a lot of the current investors bringing new people. So there's a tendency that someone like Maxine Ejot, who has already deposited, there's a tendency that you may get your money back. But again, do not get your money back and then try to top up your registration or try to move to a higher level, because I hear that there are different registration levels right now, and this is typical of Ponzi schemes, right? I keep telling people, how does a Ponzi scheme work? A Ponzi scheme works by more people joining the platform, because if Mr. A joins today, then they wait and they tell Mr. A to bring more people to join. And then when Mr. A brings more people to join, they use the capital from those people to pay Mr. A. And these people are lying to you. At least I'll call it a lie at this point, because there's no evidence. If you tell me that you are making money from scooter rentals, there should be a log. So one of the easiest way to say, okay, yeah, we are truly making money from scooter rentals, and your capital for investment, the company does not really depend on your capital for investment. Our major source of income is scooter rentals. Then there should be a log of your scooters that you are renting, and that log should be available on the app. Do you understand what I'm saying? There should be a record of scooters that are being rented. See, again, we are open to having these discussions with the promoters. These are logical discussions. We are open to having it with the promoters, but they all run away from the discussions, right? And those that come on this platform to say, oh, I've been paid, I'm making money, you can keep, don't worry, you are making money now, right? Because people are joining and they've not gotten to their peak. We saw this in CBEX months back, and we kept warning. In fact, a lot of people kept on insulting us because we were trying to save people from CBEX. See, the goal of this platform is very simple. We want to ensure that innocent people don't get scammed. And so we carry out investigations and we tell you these are our findings. It's left for your promoters to answer the questions. Right? What did we find in CBEX? A similar pattern. Although in CBEX case, it was a clear scam because we called them out. These people had received a warning before, right? The app was, of course, was not available on the App Store or Play Store, right? Crypto-only payments, and so many other forged documents that they had. And we called out this thing. People kept saying all manner of things. Those who have been paid, it was all a Ponzi scam. Because, of course, some people made money. Some people were paid. Those who joined the scheme early, they actually were paid. And they were paid from investors' money. Not that any bot was trading for you somewhere. It's not the case that any bot was trading for you somewhere. Those people were paid from investors' money, and we are seeing a similar pattern that the current LSSC as it is right now looks like a big Ponzi scam. And why are we saying this? Simple, because they're not answering the questions we are asking. They're not answering these questions. If you want me to go over the questions again so that you can write them down, please, I'm going to go over the questions again so that you can write them down and ask these questions. And for those who say they've already invested their money, I'm sorry. I'm sure that they don't have a refund policy, because there is no refund policy on the website. See, you guys should look out for all these things. A company that is claims to be a scooter company and an investment company, there is no refund policy on the website. And we are saying these things. You go and go to the company profile. Now, if you are designing a website or you are building something, your company profile, one of the vital information that should be on your company profile is the leadership of the company. I don't think anyone can convince me otherwise. And I saw someone put in our comment section one time that do I know that private companies are not required to state all this information I'm asking? And yes, go ahead and ask your questions. And I told that person who made that statement that go and look at sex regulation D policy, and you will see that actually all companies are required to state the leadership to investors. Yes, go ahead and ask your question, Maxine. I'm going to respond. And if there is any promoter that you know, please share the video. Share the video with the person who told you about the platform, who invited you, your upline, as they're called in multi-level marketing. Share the video with your upline. Invite them all and let's have a feast. Let's have a feast here. See, we'll try and go live more often so that these people can see that the things we are saying are not just recorded stuff. No, we've done deep research. That's why we can go live and answer your questions. How do I know the legitimate and scam platforms? Okay, it's very well. I must give it to these scam platforms, because many of them have gotten so good at structuring their platform to look legitimate, and they've gotten so good at buying the trust of innocent people. But let me tell you, we are always one step ahead. In fact, we are always 10 steps ahead of them here. We are always 10 steps ahead of them. Go and look at all the platforms that we have been calling out. Many of them that have crashed, we called them out months before they crashed. Is it CBEX? Is it WW Coin? Is it PCX? Is it Tofro? Is it ADK? And there are some that are still ongoing, and we've called out these platforms, right? The promoters, there is that tendency to try and not answer the questions we are asking and keep confusing a lot of the investors out there. But we just hope that more people see the videos we are making and get saved from this platform. So to your question, how do I know legitimate and scam platform? You have to do your due diligence. Because this platform, you have to be logical. Look at what the platforms are telling you and then try to research on those things. For example, if a platform like LSSC is telling me that they are making their money, that the money that I'm being paid is the money made from scooter rentals, then show me the log of the scooter rentals. At least if you can't answer my 4 questions that I'm asking, you cannot tell me, you cannot give me a valid reason why your app is not on the Play Store or the App Store. You can't tell me why only crypto payments is accepted. You can't tell me who the founder and CEO of the company is. You can't tell me about the MLM structure and the penalty involved before I join. Then give me a log, a record of your scooter rentals and how many scooters you are actually renting per day. Guys, you people have to be sharp. You have to be sharp. How much is this company promising to pay you? And the thousands of people that are joining. That's one. Now, do a simple calculation on how many scooters they need to rent per day and ask yourself the absolute truth, that do you have such number of persons actually renting scooters per day to, make up that amount, if a company tells you, oh, we are renting, we are going to pay, so let's say the company pay out for the month of May, for instance. The company payout for the month of May is $500 million. That's their payout. That's the money they need to pay to investors as dividends from investing. $500 million. And they claim that they are making their money from scooter rentals. How much is the renting of the scooter, and how many people do they need to rent such amount of scooters per day to make up that amount? That's the first thing you should ask. Give me the log. But nobody can give you that, because honestly speaking, we don't think it exists, because it's all a Ponzi scheme. The monies you are earning, or the monies you think you are earning, is just funds from the new people who joined. It's as simple as that. So how do I know the legitimate or the scam platform? Honestly speaking, it is platform specific. It's platform specific. There is no one size fits all. If you go and look at a lot of our videos where we talk about a specific platform, you discover that there is no one size fits all. How did we know that CBEX was a scam and broke it out to you all before it happened? It's because they've received a warning, a previous warning last year, and the domain name was changed from CBEX.okl to CBEX.cx. You see? So you look at all that. Also, it was a faceless company, just like LSSC. Right? It's only now that everyone is trying to connect the dots to know who the founder is. But it was largely a faceless company. Right? The app was not also available on the Play Store or App Store. Right? So you see, we're saying all these things, then it's always going to be platform specific. For example, there are platforms that we have talked about. How did we know that these platforms are not legitimate? Because these platforms are impersonating real companies and promising investors that they can earn money by doing simple tax and blah blah blah, and then they claim to be affiliated with the real companies. And it's very easy in that case. We just have to go and ask the real companies, like that, look, this platform say they are affiliated with you, is that true? And the real companies tell us, right? They tell us that no, we don't know these people, that's a scam. So there are different ways, but at the end of the day, it boils down to your ability to conduct your due diligence thoroughly. Okay, that is it. You have to ask the right question. Don't be carried away. Do not be carried away by the um high return on investment. And let me even warn some of you on the live that a lot of these scam platforms, they promise high return on investment, because how else will you be attracted to the offer if the return on investment is not high enough? So they promise high return on investment, and a lot of you innocently fall for it, right? Innocently fall for it. And at the end of the day, it turns out to be a scam. So your question is always platform specific. There is no one size fits all. There is no step-by-step guide. You just have to do your due diligence, understand what the company is promising you, and then work with that. So you have to work with what the company says and ask yourself, how true is this? If you as much as detect a false claim, then the whole thing scatters, really. And don't be deceived that once you can find proof that some people have gotten paid, that means it's legit. No, it's not. I can give you countless examples that is not. So if you gotten a proof that somebody has gotten paid or some group of people got paid, that does not mean it's legit. Okay, MSB registration doesn't mean it's legit. In fact, there are companies who had SEC registration and they scammed people. Yes, Securities and Exchange Commission. There are companies who had SEC, and I'm talking SEC in the US. There are companies who had SEC and they ended up scamming people, right? So when a company comes and says, "Oh, we have MSB," that is a proof of legitimacy. That's a bloody. Even the MSB website clearly states that, look, any company that tells you that because they have MSB means they are a legitimate company, that company is a scam. The MSB website clearly states it. And then you have this LSSC putting it in your face that they are a legitimate company because they have MSB. There is a company that is currently jumping around, calling themselves a broker. In fact, they're doing the function of a broker and calling themselves an advisor. After we reached out to SEC, because we reach out to SEC, we have a communication with SEC. You all should know this. We reached out to SEC and we asked SEC that, look, this company claims that we want to find out the status of this company, and SEC told us that, look, this company is not a broker, neither are they an advisor. So they don't even have the license required to give you advice on anything financial, right? So we are seeing all these things, and of course we are carrying out our due diligence for you. That is why we tell you that, look, you may not have the time and the energy required to, and the patience, because at times you have to write to some of these organizations and wait for days before they respond to you and tell you what you need to know. And at times they respond early enough for you to have the information required to make a decision. So that is what we are saying. We're saying drop the name of the company. If you have a company you want to invest, or you want us to carry out an extensive investigation on that company, just drop the name. We're going to note it. And rest assured, if they have a skeleton in their cupboard, we will root out that skeleton. All right, and we shine the light, the driller bite lights on the cockroaches in their cupboard. We shine the driller bite lights, and everywhere scatters. So these promoters know that we are onto something. The promoters know that we are asking the right questions, but they've refused to respond. And so we're going to be going live, because the promoters are not, they're not relenting in their promotion activities. They're not relenting. And if they are not relenting, we need to educate people on the questions to ask. Maybe if a lot of us start asking these questions, they will come up with an answer or a good, satisfactory response. Maybe if a lot of us start asking these questions, the 4 critical questions that you should ask before investing in LSSC. If a lot of us start asking the critical questions, then they may just have a rethink and shut down the entire operation. But if we don't have people asking the right questions, then the thing will go on for a long time. And when these people are ready to strike, they usually strike big. So let's start asking the questions. Please, thank you so much, Maxine Ajot. If you have more questions, go ahead and ask. Where are you all watching from? Please feel free to leave that in the chat as well. Let me know what country you are watching us from. Let me know what country you're watching us from. So nice to have you all join the live. So good to have you all join the live. Already having fun here. And we are still hoping that before we end the live, before the live is over, we would have some of their promoters see this and join in and answer the questions we are asking, right? Although one of their major promoters has said that they are not required to state this information. For an investment company, a promoter of an investment company, you are asking questions, and the response to the question you are asking is that the company, we are not required to tell you this, and then you still go ahead and give him or her your money. I don't know why people don't see the problem there. I don't know why people don't see the problem. So feel free, let's know where you're watching the live from. We will go live more often until we are able to dismantle the hidden truths about LSSC. And the reason we're doing this, because like I said, the promoters are not stopping and they are not answering the questions. So we will also use our platform for the Lord's work. Okay? And that is ensuring that nobody gets scammed. The goal of the platform is to create a scam-free cyberspace for all, especially investment platform. Because we know how hard it is that people work for their money. In fact, it's so bad that a lot of people even go about borrowing money to invest in some of these platforms. And at the end of the day, they get into debt. It's so sad. It's so sad, honestly speaking. A lot of people get into debt just to be able to invest because they've been promised high return on investment, and they've calculated everything that they are going to make if they can just cash out. Ah, it's honestly speaking, it's not even a good thing. And this is what really fuels our passion to keep doing this, because we know that we are saving a lot of you out there. We know we are saving a lot of you out there. Now, how will you feel where you've been promised high return on investment from a platform and all, and then you end up trusting the platform and inviting your friends and family members? Are you people thinking about the reputational damage that this thing does to a lot of people if it turns out to be a scam? Have you thought about the reputational damage that a lot of people have to go through? Let's even the financial damage is on one side. Then there is the reputational damage that comes with it, with such things. I mean, we've all been there before, and that's why we won't stop. We're not stopping anytime soon. As long as these scammers will not give you the full gist of their platform, we will do the work, carry out the due diligence, and make sure that the truth is out. The truth is out. Thank you all for joining. Please, if you have questions, feel free to drop your questions. Feel free to invite your family and friends to join the channel. All right? Feel free, guys. 1 second. All right, guys. In the event of no questions, thank you all for joining the live. It's almost an hour, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Please make sure you share the video so that others can see the video and drop their comments and their thoughts. We'll be in the comments to answer all questions. All right, we just uploaded a new video on LSSC, and specifically about the 4 questions we are asking. Go and check out that video and make sure you share. And I promise I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye, everyone.